We're going on a trip. Where are we going, Quentin?
Ohio. Sandusky. Kalahari.
Kalahari, Sandusky.
Calamari.
Like calamari. Okay, we're in Cambridge, Ontario. We're stopping just for about 10-15 minutes. Okay, we are at Comer Supercharger. Comer is in the middle of nowhere, so we're going to charge it for about 45 minutes. We are here in Sandusky at a total kilometers of 527 kilometers. Okay, folks, we're back here at Myers. We're on our way home. It's the last day. We're going to be going home, but we're going to stop here at the Sandusky Supercharger, which is right behind me here. The girls are shopping. It's just the guys. And what we're going to do is I've used a better route planner, and I've mapped out where we're going to go. We're just going to top up a little bit. We got 48. Let me just zoom in here. We have 48% now. I'm going to top up to, I've calculated maybe about 55% is all I need. Then we're going to go to Toledo, and then we're going to fill up completely there, and charge up, have lunch and everything, and chill out there for a bit. Then we're going to drive all the way over the border, do a splash and dash in Comer just for like 2 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. Maybe this one won't be as long in Toledo. Then we'll stop at Woodstock for a quick little 10-minute charge again there, and then we should have enough to get all the way back home. Let's see what Sandusky Supercharger has to offer. Here it is, folks. Look at all the stalls here. These signs actually say 30 minutes. So they're giving you a 30-minute general parking. Okay, so this isn't just for Tesla parking. You're actually allowed to, anyone could park here for 30 minutes. I guess they've agreed with Myers here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 stalls. 10, I guess you can include. Here's one 1A here. This one is for, as we all know, Model X's that are towing, so you don't have to back in. You can just pull straight in. So let's charge up Maven, see how long she takes us. Like I said, I only need like 7%, so I'm not going to be charging for that long. Plug the sucker in. Doing a handshake. Blue, blue, blue. Waiting for green. Come on, you guys figure it out. Maven and a supercharger, figure it out. Okay, there we go. Just a little delayed handshake, but they figured it out. Let's go in the car and see what kind of speed we're getting, because we're below 50%. So, oh, I forgot to change this. This, like I said, we do about 55%. So let's just change that right to about there. Done. And it says, okay, it's going to be 15 minutes. We only got 30 kilowatts. So I don't know. There's nobody here. So it should only take about 10 minutes, I would figure. So let me see. I'm not going to record the whole thing, but let's see. It is now 11:40. I think we started at 11:40, probably 11:39. Let's see how long it takes. I'll come back. Okay, folks, we're back. And you know what? We are at... Oh, wait a minute. It said 50... It said 55. Okay. We're now back. And we're at 55%. And we just switched over. I don't know if you can see that there. We just switched over to 11:50. So it took just over 10 minutes. I think it's at 15, but it just took over 10 minutes. You know what? It's going really slow. 25 kilowatts is all we're getting. It's because we're over the 40-50% mark. But you know what? We got what we needed, so we will stop charging. Oh, and look, it only costs us $1.32 American, which is like $5 Canadian. So we're gonna unplug, and we got enough for our road trip. Stop charging. And then we're going to go pick up the girls, and then we're on our way home. We'll meet you in Toledo. So we're coming up to a little town called Fremont, right there. Fremont. It isn't Fremont, California. It is Fremont, Ohio. I wish it was Fremont, California. So we're on our way home, guys. Did you have fun in Ohio? Sandusky, Ohio. Will we be back to Sandusky?
We're coming back. I like the zip coaster. That's my favorite slide. And the one that I went on 4 times was the purple one.
Probably more. I didn't go on one water slide. Abby didn't go on one water slide. Julie and Quentin went on all the water slides. Yes. Okay, folks, we are here. We're in Toledo. It started to snow a little bit, so weather conditions are getting a little worse. So it just means we're gonna have to go a little slower. We're in Toledo. We came here with, I think. Let me see. We came here with 28% left. So that's pretty good. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna charge up here. We're gonna plug it in. We're gonna do it to. It says right here, if we go to a better route planner, it says go to 100%. But you know what? I think because we only have to do a splash and dash and Comer afterwards. So I think, you know how it is. Anything after 80%, it slows down a lot. So it's not worth it, I think. I think if we go to 80 or 90%, it'll probably be better and we won't have to wait here as long. So I'm going to set this for, it's at 90. So I'm going to set it for 90. Might come back to 80. We'll see what it's like. And we'll charge it there and see. And you know what? There's tons to eat here. It's all fast food. We're right outside of Myers here, but there's a McDonald's, Burger King, Circle K convenience store. There's a Taco Bell, and I just dropped the kids and Julie off to Wendy's. Wendy's is just about maybe about 400 meters up there that way, like basically like a 3 or 4 minute walk. So I'm gonna plug in, and then I'm gonna walk, grab my coat, and walk on over. And we'll be here for maybe an hour. This will be the long stop for the for eating and for the trip, and then all the other stops after that should be short. Quick look here. We've set it to 90%. It says it's going to take an hour and 10 minutes. See, that's why I might just go to 80% and just do a straight hour. Hopefully, maybe shave off 10 minutes. 114 kilowatts we're getting, so that's good speed, and it's flying. But it's also 28%, so it's at the low end of the battery. So we've already added 5 kilometers. So let's go eat, and then we'll come back. Right now, it is 1:33 is when I plugged it in. It's 1:34 now. That's the opposite of what I'm driving. And we're coming back, and there's the beautiful Maven, folks. Just sitting there with the little red top there from the UV coating. She looks like a little ginger there. So we're gonna go see. I think it's been about 45 minutes or so. We'll check out and see how much charge we have. I think we have enough to go. Okay, we're back in the car. Wow, we have 424 kilometers of range right there, ready to go. It's 220. We set it up at, what was it, 137. So we're looking at about less than 45 minutes. Less than 45 minutes we got, and we were at 28%. So less than 45 minutes. We got, let me see. We have, oh wow, we got almost 60%. Just shy of 60% charge in less than 45 minutes. Awesome. Okay, so let's unplug and get on the road. Next stop, the border, and then cross back into Canada. And then after that, next stop, Comer for a quick splash and dash before we get home. Oh, and before I forget, it costs us $7.44 US, which converted to Canadian dollars is about $25. Left Sarnia and we're driving to Comer, and it says stop in Comer for like 10-15 minutes and top up, and then we can stop in Woodstock again. But if we take out Comer and save ourselves 10-15 minutes, we could do it and get to Woodstock with 5% left, but we'd have to stay below 105 kilometers, which we're doing 100 anyways because the weather's not the greatest outside. So we could do it, but with 5%, that is pushing it a little bit. It says we can, because if we go to here and we go to our energy consumption, last 10 kilometers we've been at 100 kilometers an hour, and our projected range, as you can see, is 211. All we need to do is 201. So that's where that 5% comes in. So we could do it, but we'd have to maintain the speed, not have any bumper-to-bumper traffic, no detours. You know what, it's probably not worth it. So what we're gonna do is, we're gonna stop and be responsible about this. We're gonna stop for a splash and dash in Comer for 10 minutes, grab a coffee or tea or something, and we'll go from there. Okay, we're here at Comer. Let's top up. It says here 10 minutes. Start the timer now. Open up. Oh, there you go. Okay, you talk to each other there, and I'll go in the car and make sure. Oh, look at the car. Our trip was not too kind to Maven from Michigan. Since we got in from Toledo, Ohio, went through Michigan. Yes, I had some sensors going off when I was coming up on the lights after I crossed over the border, and I can see why now. All the sensors are caked on with snow. Okay, let's see if I can get some of this caked on ice off. Nope, it's not coming. A little bit. I don't want to. It's got PPF on it, but I don't want to mess it up. It's all the snow we were in.
Ice or snow?
Well, that ain't coming off. So I don't want to scrape it off either. Yeah, it messes with the sensors. Sort of breaking off. There we go. One more here. Get the one in the corner here. There we go. That one's fine. While we're charging here, it's a good time to sometimes make sure your autopilot cameras are all nice and clear. You want to make sure they have no obstructions, so when you go in autopilot and nav on autopilot, everything works fine. This one here on the passenger side. Okay, it's been 10 minutes and we've got, what was it? We're at 46, so we got 13%. And it says if we go now to Woodstock, we'll get there with 10%, which is pretty decent. So you know what, I'll just give it another 5 minutes because the girls aren't back from Tim Hortons. We were going to grab a coffee there at Tim Hortons. I don't know if you can see it. Wipers, there we go. And then we're going to hit the road. So, you know, we'll probably get close to like 60, 62, probably maybe bump this up to 15%. And I'm comfortable with 15%. As a buffer zone. Exactly 15 minutes. We're at 64% if we leave now, which we will. We have 15% we'll get. That's exactly what I wanted to get to Woodstock. So let's get on the road. Disconnect and get on the road. And that only cost me $4.55 Canadian, which is like $1 American. Okay, folks. A few hours later, we are in Woodstock, Ontario, and this is going to be our last leg. It's going to be a long one. We're actually going to, there's lots of stuff to eat over here. There's fast food, but then there's some sit-down restaurants over there. Don't mind Golden Archers, that McDonald's, that's not where, it's actually near there. There's a Kelsey's, Montana's, further up there's a Boston Pizza and a Swiss Chalet and stuff like that, but we're just going to, I've dropped them off and I'm just going to go across the street. It's probably like a 3-minute walk. I know, you know what? It's really cold out here. Anyways, we're really low. 43 kilometers left. That's like, let's see what the percentage is. 9%. That's the lowest I've ever had. 9%. So we're going to charge up. We're going to have a nice dinner and let it charge as much as it wants. Yeah, it's really snowy out here. I guess Woodstock is a snow belt. I feel like a Tesla Bjorn. I feel like I'm in Norway. Okay, so let's get the charger. Let's get this puppy juiced up here. Press the button, press the button. This is like hit and miss. Okay. Any damage on the front? Not damage, but any snow like we had in Michigan? No, a little bit, but the sensors are okay. Okay, so I'm gonna walk over, like I said, it's about 3 or 4 minutes. Let this puppy charge. Let's see what kind of rate we're looking at here for charge. It's gonna fly. It says 1 hour and 10. Now it's going down an hour. Look at the rate go up. It's 60. Actually, I thought it'd be. You know what? The cold here. It's -5. So maybe the weather is affecting it. It's only 62 kilowatts, which I thought it would be more than that. 407 kilometers, but it's saying only 30 minutes. I guess it's gonna fly. I've got it set at 90%. If we're any longer, so I don't get idle fees, I'll adjust the charging as we're eating. We'll see you when we're finished, folks. See ya. Hey, folks. You know, people that say, oh, charging a car takes too long and you have to sit there and you have to wait and everything, I find it's quite the opposite. I'm rushing to eat my dinner, and I mean I enjoyed it, but it's almost like you don't enjoy it because you're rushing because the car is finished charging before I'm even finished dinner. So I don't want to get a idling fee. So it's like 42 minutes. It's now like 12 minutes after 7. I plugged in at 6:30, and the car is 85% charged already. That's outrageous. Over 75% battery in like 42 minutes. That's insane. So anyone that tells you that these electric cars, you have to sit there and wait for charging too long, at least with the Tesla supercharge system network, it's complete opposite. It's like the car charges faster than you. Hear people over there. Sounds like wolves. So anyways, going back to the car, we've got way more than enough and to get home, and we'll just do that and make our way home. We've lost the light. It's nighttime, as you can see now. So that is what I hear. I don't know if you can hear that in the background. There's wolves. Could be a dog. But I think it's wolves. It sounds better to say wolves. Let's go back to the car, folks, and make our way home. See you later. Okay, checking in the final results, folks. 87% charge. We started off at 9%, and it cost me $17.16. I'm going to calculate the total cost of this whole entire trip and give you the total mileage and everything at the end when we get home. Let's go pick up the kids and the wife, and let's get on home. Okay, folks, we are home. We made it. That's it. Let's look at the numbers here. Remember, we reset this and it said March is what we named it. So we did round trip 1,082 kilometers. That's just over 600 miles. I'll show you the conversion on the screen there somewhere. Kilowatts, hours, we did 201 kilowatt hours. That's basically almost 3 Model 3 battery packs, if we're to assume each long-range battery pack is 75 kilowatts. So 201 kilowatt hours. The efficiency or the consumption, 185 watt hours per kilometer. That's pretty good. That is not bad at all. Considering it's winter, it was -5 to -10 on average, the way down and the way up, and snow on the way back home. Coming home was a lot longer. I'll have to admit we stopped more. We had bad weather. Like I said, going down, doing autopilot 90 to 95% of the way down there to Ohio. And then on the way back with the snow and everything, I was driving probably half and half. Probably 50% was on autopilot and 50% when the weather got really bad was manual, old-fashioned driving. So we ended off, like you said, when we left Woodstock, you saw what the kilometers were, and I forget exactly what they were. They were 4 something. Anyways, we ended off at 277. The consumption wasn't that good on the way back. It was over 200, only because, like I said, it was snowing and the roads were bad and everything, so I was manually driving. I think autopilot, when it drives with traction-aware cruise control, you get much better mileage anyways. So we've come back with basically, let's see, it's basically half a tank, or half a battery. Yeah, 56% of the battery left, and I think we had 87 when we left. So pretty good. 56%. It was a great trip, folks. I would suggest anyone do it. You know, I mean, if you're watching this, I don't have to convince you that it can be done. You know already by watching this. You're an enthusiast, and you know that it can be done in an electric car, especially in a Tesla, especially with the supercharging. I think we stopped at how many superchargers? With Cambridge, Comer, and then Sandusky, and then on the way back, Toledo, Comer again, but we won't count that because we already stopped there already, and then the last one there, Woodstock. So that's 5 different superchargers we stopped at, and I'm going to try to put this video all together. It may be too long for one continuous video, and if that's the case, I'll break it into 2. I'll do on the way down there, part 1, and on the way back, part 2, if that's what it takes, because I respect your time, folks, and I don't want to have you sit here watching a 20 or 20 plus minute video. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Catch me on the next one, and we'll talk to you later. See ya.
Bye.